All right, good night or good evening, everyone. Not good night. I guess we're not going to bed yet. Hopefully, I mean, if you need to go to bed, go to bed. But good day, morning, evening. I'm not time centric or ist. So, welcome to this race. Welcome to Triple Bingo Hours here at the Super Metroid multi-category race. We've got two fantastic runners tonight. We've got Stump and Crossproduct, both very experienced runners, so we should have a good time now. Triple Bingo is a little different. If I'm remembering off the top of my head, this is the only non-completion category um, of the tournament. So we got Series Station. The card should show up in a moment. So I think if the card just stays blank, they just run any percent. Or, I mean, it's just a really bad joke by me. But yes, always, if you're running, always ignore chat, especially if it's a suggestion I make. So there's a little pro tip for all of you future runners. We're going to manually count the tiles for true completion. So unfortunately, our runners didn't kill Ridley in 100 shots, so we're just going to go ahead and do triple bingo instead. So let's have a look at the card. Maniacal, you get extra bonus points for doing 4 rows. All right, so the only thing that jumps out at me as hateful right now is I don't like 4 reserve tanks because the reserve tanks ew. Fully explore wreck ship because ew. Just no fun there. Defeat GT, don't like to go down to Lower Norfair if we don't have to. Love defeat Spore Spawn though. Love that one. Maniacal, you can play in whatever race you want. I mean, even if you don't make the play-in race, which I think you do no matter what, but I'm terrible at the standings, and I'm going to let Tracy and the much smarter organizers handle all that. You can run right alongside them, so there's nothing stopping you. Right. So a lot of collection on this so far. He's in the playoff of our hearts, though. All right, so our runner is going to get more fall here. Up until about early supers, this route the same as every other route of Super Metroid. So we can talk about this. Um, all right, so let's see. Okay, so let's see. I'm glad I don't run this. I mean, I don't really run anything, but I'm really glad I don't do this. This is information overload for me right now. Hmm. I don't think row 2's too hateful. It's not great, but it's not too hateful. Row 3's not the worst. I see row 4, I don't like collecting, I don't like fully exploring the wreck ship, plus all the fighting all the power bombs, plus not picking up charge. Row 5, don't like going down to GT and having to skip charge beam and a lot of collecting. And then at some point you have to come all the way back up to the landing site, but you know, it's possible. All right, but Cross, yes, pushing himself to win this early gauntlet, so perhaps both criteria E-tanks are on his agenda here. So he could be looking column two, row 3. You know, not bad. I mean, column 2's got a lot of power bombs, which isn't really fun, but you probably can get away without wave beams. I mean, I imagine what the runners do, or runners of this do, because I have never done this, is that you got to try to look for hope and take advantage of anything you can get to double count. So something like skipping charge beam twice. Now and that's why early gauntlet is difficult. He could want criteria missiles too. This game, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's a bummer for Cross. He did not save before doing Gauntlet, and while our runners are pretty dang good and can probably do that most of the time without too much of an issue, but It just takes one little slip up to throw your timing off. Right, so sports spawn action, so that's exciting. I hope everyone else is as excited as I am right now for this. So I'm going to assume row 4 and or row 2 is in play right now. Sports spawn really bothers me because it just reminds me, it looks like it's just nothing but things that cause me allergies. All right, cross with a nice looking climb here so far, and I just jinxed it, but you know, it's to be expected. Sports spawn, possibly the least practiced part of anybody's runs, and it shows when our runners have to go there. It's because you don't practice it, so you just don't know exactly what to do, or you don't know how to do it. You may know what to do, but it's not as easy to do because you don't practice it. So, big key: practice stuff. Practice makes you good. But we have intended sports found routing, so that's everyone should be excited about that. You don't get that every. All right, so this time cross for going gauntlet, at least. Gotta kind of think Stump is going for row 2. All right, apologies. Had to run the dog outside. So let's see what's happening. So charge beam picked up by Stump. So I gotta imagine. I mean, you could still get wave if you wanted to and not do that, but I feel like charge gets you a little more bang, so to speak. Wave is very, very nice, but I feel like in something like this where it's a non-completion category, it may be a bit more of a luxury item than a necessity. Please feel free to tell me if I'm wrong about that, though. That's a fair assessment. I about the beams. I don't know. I think they, unless you have to specifically kill something, they. Apologize. My whole screen flickered. I thought I blew something up. You could potentially do something where if you beat Dragon, then you could get plasma, so that's a plus. So that gets you something. Bottom left to top right, I don't think it's awful. If you go defeat Dragon. Yeah, bottom left, top right, and column 2 would kind of roll together a little bit. And then maybe you can't skip charge beam, so that one's already eliminated. So maybe something. Okay, so stump heading down, cross heading up. Shout outs to Aster for tracking this race for me. I'm going to struggle enough to follow this. I tracked one of these races and called it. It is a pain, so it's a definite team effort here tonight. With as doing all the heavy lifting. That may also be a fat joke about me. It's what we do. Aster and I get together, and it's just like talking over each other, but it's all for fun. Yeah, physics dictate that it is difficult to finish in 2 places at once and still be alive. But I'm willing to see the boundaries of physics pushed here. I wasn't consulted when those laws were made, so I'm all for testing them out. That third row that you have to grab, I think, is just what makes this really the worst. Now, somebody else could tell me differently, and I would believe them. But you look at the cards, like, okay, I can find 2 rows that go together pretty nicely. Finding that third one, not so much. All right, so here we go. Back to Gauntlet. Back to reality. Although with power bombs, it should be a little bit easier. He can just blow stuff up and clear out of things. Cross is the champ for refilling there. I think that is one of the difficult things to follow on these races is, did a runner, how many missiles total do they have? How many, whatevers, but Cross a little bit smoother here, so that's good. Stump now with 50 plus missiles, so that's a notch in his proverbial belt. All right, yep. Cross has no interest in those missiles, so on we. All right, we got some Spazer, so everyone get really excited. We've got Spazer. I think this run is I don't understand the full rules of this, but stump picking up Spazer is definitely gonna make him a winner no matter what. But yeah, we're moving along here. All right. All right, power bombs for Cross. So going down there, picking up those power bombs, leads me to believe he's doing one of the power bomb things. Squares. There we go. Imagine 20 plus power bombs. So I'd say row 2 is in there for Cross. I think that's a. I'm pretty confident that could be something. All right. We got synced elevators, so that's pretty exciting. All right, Cross doing cross things. I think he's gonna go pick up some more power bombs to do whatever witchcraft he does. Now, both of our runners, very good runners. If you looked at as Cross, if you looked at his PBs, you would think he's a solid runner, but not anything fancy. Cross likes to, at least what I've noticed, is do a lot of, just kind of challenging, ROMs and hacks and stuff like that, which is great. And maybe the vanilla game isn't necessarily generally his biggest push, but very knowledgeable about the game, can do a lot of wild and wacky stuff. And I think we're about to see some, hopefully. To explain what Cross is doing, it is madness. But I believe he's going to try to get a crystal flash in the elevator somehow, and then carry the spark from that down to do something, which I think was suggested as do the waterway E-tank, but I'm not sure. Well, I mean, he could do that. Alright, so now we're just going to normal crystal flash, I guess? I don't know what this is, but it's going to be cool if it happens. All right. Cross, unfortunately, dying there. Stump fighting the favorite of everybody, Fantune here. And I feel bad because we've kind of ignored Stump for the moment, but when someone does something weird, it's nice to get weird. So let's get weird. Cross, a little dangerous here. Or not Cross, excuse me, Stump, a little dangerous here at Fantune. Should be nice and okay after this pickup here, but it was a little bit, little touch and go there for a second. All right, Cross, there we go. Well, Cross gets that E-tank. Stump takes out Fantune, so we're making some progress here. We're moving on. right, so Stump probably going to do something here. With involving collection of supers. So that should get him 15. Getting the left side here will get him 20 at least. Then he finds 5 more, and we've got, if he doesn't already have that, we're not very good at counting here. So Stump's gonna probably go up to through the attic, and then up there, I imagine he will collect the sky supers and is it left side criteria supers or regular missiles that you have to break in with the super? I don't know what we call those. Then go get the gravity suit, then possibly collect the ocean missiles. That way he will have enough to check off another box. Nice spark by Stump there to get the sky missiles. Deceptively tricky to get those. You see a lot of runners struggle to get them just because it's just awkward. So he's not going to go get, oh, maybe, no. Not going to go get the, well, no, change his mind. All right, little Stump here making me a little dizzy, but I'm going to go pick up these regular missiles. So with those, he's got 50. Then Lake will get him 55 possibly, and then he should run into 5 more somewhere along the way. Etacoons, right? Yeah. So everyone say hi to the Etacoons. We might actually get to see him again here if they catch up to him. Cross clarifying, he has nothing. Stump with his purple Varia suit, so that's pretty exciting. And it's important to have something instead of nothing. I have no idea what that thing that Cross said he's doing is, but I'm excited to find. Great. Stump going to take the safety save. Well, I'm bad at painting, so. Yeah, he does have 15 plus power bombs. He's got them, and he knows it. Pretty bad at following instructions in general. So I don't know if anyone wants to try to explain to me what Cross is doing, but I'm more than willing to learn. Now we're rolling. Okay, I think we're going to load up on power bombs here. So I'm guessing we're doing Stump is doing the 25 criteria missiles. I didn't see him get the lake ones, but if he got that, that would be 20. And if he got 230, that should be 25, I think. All right, we got a blue suit. There we go. I know why we have blue suit. We have blue suit. I don't. Yeah. All right, so we're just doing it because it's cool. It's going to be my assumption. All right. That's one thing. So that was a thing. I don't know why, but it was a thing. No, I don't think he's dashless. So I think Stump will be heading here to Meridia, maybe? Interesting question is, what is powering those spikes here right before Mission Impossible? Oh, Stump almost got it. That's a tough trick. But yeah, in Lex Ship, the spikes require power to do damage, but I don't know where is it plant power that powers the Mission Impossible spikes there? I've got questions. That I don't like that. Nice CWJ though, by crossproduct. So good job there. It's Captain Planet power. That's what it is. Yeah, no. You cannot forget the power plant power. Boom. They sparked it. Stump doing the bottom left to top right, I believe. I think. My signal dropped there again. Sorry, everyone. All right, Cross trying to stay alive here, which is a good plan. Rolling into Fantoon, not going to help that, but farming up some health. Cross giving us his opinion in chat on what this run is like. Guessing Stump's gonna go grab that Norfair map station right now. Cross just showing us all the good rooms. Did he get the Norfair map station there? I thought he did, but I kind of looked away, I'm not going to lie. Sweet. So we're going to go collect Spring Ball. Interesting. Because I figured he would just defeat. Oh no, he's getting the Meridian map station. So when he collects Plasma, he's going to check off 2. And defeating Dragon will get the corner, and then he'll be done because I think he'll have 30 supers by then. Yeah, I forgot about the map station. Map station being right there. I don't know what I was thinking. Probably not. Probably just my fault. As is Aster's stream issues, my fault. This is why we can't work together. Cross farming up, assuming just in case. Clicked off the screen on accident. So Cross is going to go take out Dragon, which will knock out. Oh, he'll still have to go finish at the landing site, but not a huge deal. Or wait, no, yeah. I'm just going to stop talking, which would be weird, but I'm going to do it. Not really, but I'm just really obsessed with the bottom left, top right, I guess. Yeah, the only sign language that I know, for the most part, we'll be able to ask for milk, maybe go to the bathroom, sit down, milk. We could ask, yeah, we ask for milk and food, basically, and say thank you. Nice spark to farm there. Right, so we're gonna see some crab thingy. Some kind of crustacean, whatever that type of crustacean that Dragon is. It's the crustacean station. Nice spark there by Stump. little goop spark. Yeah, I'm not really sure if you're like, the phylum or genius or whatever of Dragon either, but yeah, shrimps are crustaceans, but I also think Dragon kind of looks like a lobster too. I mean, this is Cross cannot get enough of Gauntlet today. So, just for a little more business talk here, this is the last week of the Swiss rounds of the tournament. So, starting, well, hypothetically next week, the top 16 will move on into the bracket stages, which I believe are 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and involve each player basically kind of getting to pick a category and then pick a category they like and one they don't like ish, and then game 3 is potentially a crapshoot of everything if needed. There will also be a play-in race. I know Tracy's around and some other people who've followed the rules a little bit better. There's going to be a play-in race for I don't know how many seeds, but that will get us to the full 16. Not sure what their racings. Play-in race for 4 and 2 finishers. So, kind of exciting. And that race will be GT Classic any percent or 100%. Makes sense of one of those. And Stump, GG's gets the magic button that makes a lot of stuff purple. So GG to Stump. Very, very exciting. Just short of another quad bingo. So maybe today is actually quad bingo day and not triple bingo day. Maybe there was some agreements made elsewhere that I was not made aware of, which would probably be smart of them not to inform me. But also kind of exciting, a little bit different. Our little tournament here does have a little bit of a prize pool. Players who finish 1 through 8 will all get a little bit of money. $750 total prize pool provided by All the Guerrero and Mega Cat Studios. First place will get $300, second place $150, third place $125, fourth place $75, and then $25 through 5th through 8th. So nice little thing for everybody. Oh, yep. Gotcha, Tracy. Thank you. You normally have done a good job at remembering that, but not tonight. So there we go. We marked it. But yeah, it's a great tournament put on by some great people. Follow our runners because they're good people and they deserve your support. Our organizers, fantastic job. Tracy is in chat right now, keeping me in line, making sure I don't miss too terribly much. As I think we all noticed, Triple Bingo has got a lot going on. Cross going to pick up these got some supers. Stump over there just blowing little fly things away because why not? As Cross goes ahead and just wrecks some crabs. Cross getting the second attempt at that gravity jump, which works by turning off your suit, then jumping, and somehow it launches you. Like during the pause, it'll launch you further in the air. I'm sure it's something that makes sense, but it's just weird to me. I do think I know what we're going to see here. I think Cross is going to try to crystal flash clip into this place here that normally you need speed and or ice to do. And he gets it, so that happened. All right, making quick work there of the snake. Sorry, we had child meltdown here. I didn't want everyone to have to hear that. So cross going here to Dragon. Right, so some intended strat, it appears, from Cross to take out Dragon. Or somewhat intended, I don't know. It seems like the most logical way to have the boss fight go. But, alright, so we're gonna have to farm a little bit. Down goes Dragon. Alright, there we go. Green it up for Cross. Bomb jump fail there. Unfortunately, failed at the end instead of the beginning, which we've all done, and it's frustrating. The amount of time I spent trying to do weird bomb jumps as a kid because I was too not smart enough to find things was crazy. Yeah, Cross did kill Dragon. Totally forgot what I was going to say, but it probably wasn't that important. Cross just getting all the jump fun. Almost there. Drum roll, please, everyone. Down we go. And that should end it for Cross, as he'll have row 1, column 2, and row 3. With a time around 1:05:16. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy knows to look out for me because I can't log into SRL because reasons. But so we had exciting race here. Ton of races this week. Well, I guess not a ton. The same amount of races we've had each other week, but a lot of good races. We're done for tonight, but we start back up tomorrow. Is a heavy day. We have starting at 2 p.m. Junie Joan for versus Andrew. Then we have Krokemeyer versus Jargle Bargle at 2:30. Then at 5:30 we've got Matrick versus White Mage Becky. 6 o'clock we have Toasty versus Timo Chun. Then we have a bingo race at 7 between Mass Hysteria and what? I just blanked on how to pronounce the name. I'm an awful person. Magoo. There we go. I think. And if I butchered that, I apologize. Then at 8 o'clock, we have Mr. Guy Average versus P-Toil. 9 o'clock, we have Nintoaster versus Cashma. So big slate of races tomorrow. Great commentators and trackers. For the most part, there's one commentator that doesn't look very good to me, but that's me, so it's okay. So Friday, another big day. There's a bunch of races Friday from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. scattered about. Where is the... I'm going to point out just some highlights from looking at the schedule here. On Saturday at 7, we do have a low ice race with Astor and Mr. J Giggles. So that's the first one that we know of for this week. There could be another one. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know, Tracy, do we need to do anything else? Do we have anything else we need to do? Did I cover everything we needed? All right, we will end this right now. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and we hope to see you back tomorrow.